Hey guys, Roundedtiktak here, and today we're talking about Hybrid, the brand new ninja just released last night in this bonus ThiccTak content. Now, what is bonus ThiccTak? It's just me giving you a quick overview of a character or a gun, not necessarily a full-blown loadout video, but just, my thoughts and opinions. Should you level them up? Should you waste your gold? Should you buy them from the store? I know a lot of people have a hard time buying things from the store. Sometimes it's just too expensive. And should you invest your time? Well, number one, you never know what they're going to buff or nerf. So yes, every time a hero comes out, pick them up, buy them. You may not have to prioritize them, but try to get them to the best of your ability. Now, a quick note on this patch. All of these characters that they are releasing, the pirates, this guy, Hybrid is a very fitting name, and it sucks for me because it doesn't fit my playstyle. This hero is good, he's decent, but he's definitely a niche pick at best. And funny enough, my favorite kind of damage in the game, in any game, is damage over time. Hitting them once and then just watching them bleed out is my favorite playstyle, but it's very hard to do in this game. This character helps with that, but I still don't know if he's worth putting him in a support slot for that buff. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this character. Should you use him? Should you use him in your support slot? So first, let's look what he has to offer. So first up, he is an ability-based ninja with Dragon Slash, Kunai Storm, and Throwing Stars. I believe only one other character in the game has similar loadout set, and I think that is Enforcer. But the big thing here, of course, is his perks. What does he bring to your team, to your play style, to the game himself? Well, his standard perk is Fire of the Dragon, increases affliction duration by 34%. His commander perk is Fire of the Dragon, increases affliction duration by 67%. Dragon Slash applies affliction, which deals 15 base fire damage per 3 seconds per second for 3 seconds. Now, number one, this first perk is bugged, 100% absolutely bugged. It says increases affliction duration by 34%. However, it's missing the words. Playing this character in support slot also applies fire affliction with his Dragon Slash. I figured this out by just trying out a different character, and I was getting fire damage numbers after a Dragon Slash with him in support. I'll show you that footage on the screen now. You guys can see that it does tick for fire damage, and probably at 34%, most likely. So that's number one. It's absolutely bugged, and that's a bonus for us. There's two ways you can play this character. The first one is to make his abilities do more damage, specifically speaking Dragon Slash. This Fire of the Dragon perk, if you look here, all of the other dragons are Wings of the Dragon, Fire of the Dragon, I forgot the other ones, Cost of the Dragon, whatever it may be. I had a feeling that he was meant to be a dragon slashing ninja, and he can be. But let's talk about the issues that comes along with this guy's build in particular. The fact that it does fire damage means to get the best bang for your buck when using this hero or using him in support is you're gonna have to be fighting nature waves, and if they're not nature waves, you're losing out on a serious chunk of damage. And God forbid if they're a water wave, then you're really screwed, doing only 25% of the damage on your main trash AoE clearing ability, and that's rough to handle. That's not great. But if I were to use this as a Dragon Slash build, so if I was to use this as a complete Dragon Slash ability build, this is what I'm focusing on, my abilities. There's only one or two buffs that you're gonna absolutely take. Wings of the Dragon, of course, for, the increased size of the Dragon Slash. Tail of the Dragon for extra AoE dot damage, which is kind of what this guy is meant to do. Corrosive Strikes also couples with more damage over time playstyle. Fuel for the Fallen for a little bit of energy regeneration, and Anatomy Lessons, since this only works on crits, we're going to use Anatomy Lessons as well to boost that up. And lastly, Bioenergy Source, just as some extra survivability with the Spectral Sword and you spamming your abilities. This is the loadout I would use for a Dragon Slash build. Here's the issue, but before we get there, let me just tell you that it does work on weapons. I know people are going to ask. It 100% does work on weapons, giving you around 10 damage Affliction ticks. So if your weapon has Affliction on it and you shoot them once, it will tick 10 times based on the weapon damage, etc, etc. It does work. It does not work on gas traps. You do not get extra Affliction ticks from a gas trap with this character in either Commander perk or Support perk. So those two things I know I'm going to get asked, so I just wanted to get them out of the way. It does work on weapons. It does not work on gas traps. Here's the issue. Affliction damage in itself is kind of useless unless you're playing a very specific playstyle where you just want to run around the map, hit things once, and then just watch them die. Affliction doesn't really have too hard of a place in the game. The only way you're going to get 10 ticks of Affliction damage are if the mobs are level 200 plus. Everything else dies in about 5 to 6 hits, and that is faster than it takes for the entire duration of the Affliction damage to take place. So even though it does increase, you're still killing them before you're getting the entire perk of the bonus Affliction duration to actually proc, which is an issue. The only way you can do it if the mobs are super high leveled, level 200 or so, but if that's the case, there's no way you're playing a ninja into that because you will get one shot by everything. Husky husks, little husks, takers, laser smashers, it doesn't matter at that point. You just don't have enough health to survive anything. Think Frost Knight 128. Would you ever really bring a ninja into that? I know people did eventually once we got the rhythm down and were able to clear it easily. People brought ninjas or lower levels into that, but if there's super end game content where 10 ticks of Affliction damage would be very useful, I really doubt you would bring a ninja into that. Now, like I said, it does work on weapons, but I personally think Slow and Snare is almost the best perk in the game for a 6th slot, and everything I have basically has that. So I would have to re-kit my entire loadout just to play this character to its best ability. Is it decent? Yes, you can absolutely play this character in any way you want. In fact, I've had a lot of fun playing this character, Deadly Blade Crash, and just adding into the damage over time perk that she does have. You can see it in the video hitting very, very hard. That's Corrosive Strikes, and if the Corrosive Strikes doesn't kill her after I hit them one time, the Affliction eventually will. It's a lot of fun to do. That coupled on top of the damage over time with the Dragon Slash, the damage over time if you use Snuggle Specialist Sarah in support, plus Corrosive Strikes and other Affliction damage from the weapon, it's a lot of fun. It just needs some tweaks. Is it usable? 100%. Is it the best in the world? Probably not, but should you level them up? Absolutely. So this is your bonus ThiccTak quick review of the new character Hybrid. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like this guy, is this fit your play style? I think he's decent. I think he might need a tweak here or there. Remember the bug on his team perk? That's definitely a thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you on the next one. TikTak out.